Live from sunny Phuket in Thailand. My name is Natalija. So if you're new to my channel is designed for a modern woman who wants more from life. And today I want to talk about wellness, health, female retreat that I'm planning, the female reset retreat, shall I say. But yeah, I just want to start with that if you are watching this live and you are feeling disconnected with yourself, tired, no energy, hormones are all over the place, and you go to the doctor, they do the generic blood test, and you physically look okay, they send you back home and they say everything's okay with you. Or what I've been told, it's all in your head. You're making it up. It's all in your head. Power of, universe, etc. But I felt that deep down something was wrong with me. And right now I live in Phuket. And of course, when I started to feel like something is not going right with my body, and by the way, I'm 40, just so you understand the age and where I'm at. So I've decided to go deeper and sort of dig and go into sort of details, not details, but the nitty gritty. Why am I feeling how I'm feeling? I'm exercising, I'm eating well, I'm sleeping well, I don't drink, I don't smoke. It's like, what am I not doing right? So in today's live, I want to tell you my story. I want to tell you the two clinics that I visited, which one diagnosed me with menopause. So I seek the second opinion. Now I found the most amazing clinic here in Phuket. I did ask them for a little discount code for my audience. So stay till the end of this live and I will give you details of the clinic, of the code. And also all of this situation, sorry, I'm talking with my hands. I'm not Italian, I'm Latvian. Just led me to think, okay, there must be so many other women out there like me who wants to be heard, who wants to listen to my message, to potentially go and do what I've done to make them feel better. So I've decided to create a wellness retreat here in Phuket. So I'm going to give you more details about that as well. So it's going to be for women this November in Thailand, in Phuket, 2025. So I'm not sure when you're watching this live. So how it's all started, it's just every morning I started to wake up and feel like I have no energy. And I'm like, why am I tired? The day haven't even started yet. Like, what is going on? No motivation to train, no motivation to really spend any time on my grooming, like not brushing hair. And a lot of people say to me, oh, you must be depressed. But I'm like, I don't have a reason to be depressed. I live in paradise. Like, what is going on? And, on the outside, I looked like I had it all together. But inside, I was sort of falling apart, shall we say. And I think what I was frustrated the most, that every time I explained to people that, I'm not feeling right, something is not right, like I feel anxious for no reason, or I would feel sad for no reason. And, the biggest indication, my period stopped. So for 6 months, I didn't have a period. And I was like, okay, that's one of the signals your body sends you that, it's like a red flag, go and do something about it. And so this is what was happening. And have you ever felt like something was going on inside you, but you didn't feel that you could tell anyone, because then, I don't know, you'd feel embarrassed, or they'll be judging you, or I don't know, So if you have, you can then relate. But then I thought, I need to do something about it. Like, I cannot function. I cannot be, I'm not a nice person. Okay, when it's anxiety, but sometimes I'd feel pissed off, I'd be angry, I have no patience. It's just not a nice I was just, I just didn't want to be who I was. So I went to one clinic, explained all the symptoms, and there was a lady's doctor, and she was like, yeah, we need to do hormone tests. I was like, I've never done hormones before. So done that, and what came back, that estradiol and progesterone and testosterone were all low. Like the female hormones were literally like below low. And she's like, okay, so your diagnosis is menopause. And at the time I was 39 and turned 40 in April. So I was like, menopause at 39? Like, I know I am ahead of a lot of people in what I do and how I think. And but I was like, am I also taking the lead in this department? So it kind of, I got so stressed out. Just imagine, I'm already feeling like shit. Then I have this diagnosis and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna age. And the fact that I can't have kids didn't bother me. What bothered me that I'm gonna age, I'm gonna be, my aging will accelerate, speed 100. That's what I was worried the most. And so anyway, done that and started my hormonal HRT journey. So I was prescribed estradiol gel, which you apply in the morning, and progesterone tablets, which you take. So anyway, as I've started to talk about it on the social media, and by the way, in the description, I will leave details of my Instagram. I post a lot more often on Instagram, so do follow Instagram, because then I give updates. Like from this clinic today, I did a blood test to find out about my brain function. So again, that is covered on Instagram. So follow me on my social media accounts for regular updates. So anyway, people reach out to me. They're like, Natalija, it's impossible. It cannot be menopause. Go and seek for second opinion. But you know what? I was so tired. I was like, I have no fucking energy to go and look for clinic and find another doctor, because I spent ages researching for this doctor. Because there's just so many clinics out there, so many doctors out there, and you want to make sure. Like, I wanted to go to the right one, to the most knowledgeable, to the most, Anyway, I came across Lyfe Wellness Clinic, okay, and they have two branches, one in Rawai, in Phuket, and in Bang Tower. I reached out to them and I was like, I know you have a hormone specialist doctor in your clinic. I said, can I book an appointment? So anyway, go to the appointment. I thought, okay, I'm going to spend money. It's my health. For me, it's more expensive to be unwell than pay for something and be well, because I wasn't productive. I had, like I said, there's just no motivation to live. I can't build business. I didn't want to date. This is another thing which scared me. I was scared of men. Literally, like, men would approach me and I'd be like, run. I was like, something is definitely not right. Like, no libido, no nothing. And I see my friends, they're all enjoying going out, building a relationship. I'm like, I don't even want it. They're like, oh, why are you single? You need to, go and have fun. I'm like, I don't want to have fun. I do not want to see a guy naked. Thank you very much. I want to run. So then I thought, oh, this is not a really fun life, eh? So anyway, went to the clinic, and it's Lyfe Medical Wellness Center. In the description, I will leave email, WhatsApp, name of the clinic. So just Google it. Best form of contacting them is by WhatsApp. They reply super quick. English is excellent, because the problem with the previous doctor was that she couldn't speak English really well. So we were sat there with a, Google Translate, which ideally, when we talk about health, I'd like to understand everything, first of all, and for the doctor to understand. And also another thing as well, which I was shocked about, I provided a lot of information about the operations that I had that is to do with female department. And I don't think she looked at it at all. So anyway, in a Wellness Life Center, medical clinic, the doctor looked at everything. He listened to everything that I've told him. I've told him about I wrote down the list, everything that wasn't right. So what we decided to do, we went for advanced hormone test because the other doctor, she tested only for hormones. Here, I went for the package. They do a lot of different packages. So it's all written on the website, but reach out on WhatsApp and they can give you the summary. So we did that. It came back and he said, it's nothing to do with menopause. And he explained to me how the formulas are calculated. I was like, oh my God. He was like, oh, so you look at your cortisol and you think it's really low and it's good. But if you divide cortisol by this hormone and then you get the formula and that determined that it's really low. So anyway, cut long story short, I have a 360 approach now to make me feel better. And it's been 2 months and I'm pleased to say, I think I'm ready to go on a date. And I'm feeling much better. If before I'd feel unwell like 10 times a day, just with no reason. Now I feel only a couple of times a week where my head is a little bit like, right, what's going on? A bit like you have brain fog or you forget something. Yeah. So what I liked about this doctor's approach, which blew me away, I've never came across with this sort of protocol in Europe, UK or America. So first, of course, I've got to do HRT. My body, my brain does not produce hormones. And now we're trying to understand why it doesn't. So it's like froze, it's stopped. I mean, it's stress related. We know stress is one reason why my brain just, yeah. So I have HRT, which I take. I have super high quality vitamins, which they supply at clinic. I also have another hormone that I take, which called DHEA or something like that. I can't remember. Then I've got to take ashwagandha, which I bought online. And by the way, HRT I bought in a chemist here in Thailand. You don't have to have a prescription. You can just go and buy it. A lot of clinics here in Phuket, they try to sell their own, which costs like 5 times more expensive. So just go to any chemist and buy it over the counter. It's cheaper. So I have that. I have to go to the gym. I do a lot of dancing, but I have to lift weight, he said. He said, yeah, carry on with your dancing, carry on with your yoga and stretching, but it has to be muscle, building muscle, and meditation. So I've started meditation 10 minutes a day. So I do it in the morning. And to be honest, when he said meditation, I was like, oh my God, like me meditating, no chance. But I can tell you I'm successfully doing it. So this is where I am now. Of course, on my Instagram, I talk about it. On this YouTube, I'm going to talk about it even more because I want to raise the awareness, not just for women, but for men as well. If something's not right with your energy, with your confidence, it can be hormones. So I've decided to create a women's retreat, okay, that we women need the space, the silence, the movements, the support. So I've created a retreat called KicaClub, Female Reset. So that's the name of the retreat, which will take place this November, 2025 in Thailand, Phuket, from 9th until the 17th of November, where we will stretch, dance. I love dancing and I feel like every woman should dance. We'll go to spa, we will do hikes, we will go to temples. I will do a little practice with you where you can ask any question from Buddha and you will get your answer. It will blow your mind. It blew my mind. I want honest conversation, a real connection, how to eat well. And you already know all that. You know, I'm talking to a female who wants to level up. You know, who wants to be better. Like people were telling me, oh, you look great. Why do you worry? You still exercise. I'm like, no, something is not right. I am not as productive as I used to be. So Yeah, I will leave the details. You can apply for this retreat. I only have 9 spaces, so first come, first serve basis. Because I want the group to be private, intimate. I want to get to know everyone. Of course, during the retreat, I will also offer my one-to-one time with me. If we want to visit this clinic, I can arrange that. I created the program that most people would be able to afford. But then if you want add-ons, facials, procedures, blood tests, consultations, I can of course pre-arrange that at least 1 month in advance. So don't hesitate and contact me. If you need more information, send me an email, contact me on Instagram. The quickest way to contact me is Instagram or email. That's when I reply, like, boom. And of course, if you want to talk privately about the retreat, we can even have a call. I have a Calendly link in the description, and you can book your free 15 minutes call. And if you need private consultation with me, then you can also book that. So I am here for you guys, to help you, to guide you, to motivate you, to inspire you, to be better, to look after your health. And if you have any questions, comment underneath this live. All the details are in description. Everything that I mentioned, I hope I haven't missed out on anything, but if I have, comment and I will reply. I read and reply to all comments myself, okay? I don't have a AI ChatGPT replying to all of you. And yeah, if you are in Phuket and you get the chance to visit Lyfe Medical Center, I really recommend, especially if you have some major concerns about your health. Clinic have so many different procedures, offers, you name it, they have it. And of course, as my audience, you will get 10% off with the code KicaClub. So that's the code, that's the name of the retreat. That's the code for your discount. It's on all anti-aging treatments. So if you go on their website, click anti-aging, you will see a drop down of many things. The blood tests are there, IV drips are there, you name it, they have it. Hormone therapy is there. Like, there's just so much there, guys. And this offer is valid until 30th of November 2025. So hopefully you are in Phuket in a near 3 months, in the next 3 months, or you come to my retreat, then of course I can book a visit for you for the clinic. And blood tests, guys, they were done in 24 hours. So just imagine, I went in the morning, the next day I was back at the clinic with a blood test, with a doctor's consultation, walked out the clinic with medication and a clear plan of what I need to do. So none of this waiting around, you know, going to NHS and trying to talk to your GP, explain that you are not well. None of that. So you cut all of this straight to the solution. So you're not wasting time. Do you understand? Because of course, when you're not well, your family suffers. The people around you suffer because you're not a nice person. Do you understand? So I hope, guys, this live was useful. Like I said, follow me on social media, subscribe to this channel because more content like this will come. Also, I love anything to do with reversing aging, so I film a lot of clinics, procedures, what I do, how I eat, how I train, my mindset. So I think it will be very beneficial for you to also subscribe to YouTube channel. And yeah, stay in touch. Love from me.